So we all know that Australia's geography is really not that great. Everything is out to kill you. You can't go inland because it's hot and dry. You can't go in the ocean because you'll be eaten by the sharks. And if you stay on the coast, you may run into Iggy Azalea. Yeah, all of a sudden, a bloodbath with sharks and crocodiles doesn't sound so bad. Not as bad as her music. But it's not all that bad in Australia, you know? Well, yeah, it is bad, who am I kidding? But just how bad, you may ask? Well, the short answer is very, and the long answer goes something like this. In my previous video, we have discussed just how hot, dry and inaccessible Australia really is. But I left out two important things for part 2. And these are water streams and rain shadow effect. So this is a map of Australia. Do you notice something? How about now when I show you a map of contiguous USA, which is about the same size? Take a closer look. I'll give you 3 seconds. That's right, Australia is mostly empty inside, just like my ex, but at least Australia is hot. So yeah, it's clear that there are plenty of streams in USA and pretty much nothing but kangaroos in Australia. But just how important are rivers after all? Well, rivers don't really seem to be that important today, but in the past they were sometimes the only way of transportation. And still today it's cheaper to just use them instead of the roads and railroads. They also provide us with water, electricity and food, fish and birds. So yeah, looking back at America, it's hard not to notice its great, mostly navigable rivers connecting the inland with the sea, largest of which is Missouri, and together with Mississippi they form the 4th largest river system in the world. Mississippi alone connects 10 states, which is about 20% of the US's surface, not to count its multiple tributaries. On the other side of the globe, there is Australia, being the driest continent after Antarctica, with 35% of its land being pure unhospitable desert. 85% of its population is therefore being pushed to live on the coast, compared to only 39% of America's population. However, it's not all deserts and camels down under. There are also rainforests, wetlands and subtropical zones which would also flourish elsewhere throughout the continent if it wasn't for those eastern highlands blocking rainfall and making it worse for the rest of the continent.
Thanks a lot, Ukraine. We could have used that land for food and stuff.
Australia is also not that far away from the equator, which makes the northern part hotter. There's much more to cover obviously, so if you want part 3, like this video and subscribe, and watch part 1 here.